This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th-ranked team, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, yeah, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field? This guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game. Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Back's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. There's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Looking for 6 to the end zone, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically...
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Handoff to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. They'll try to run for the first down. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll hand it off. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And at first down, they go right back to him. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
First and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And is intercepted.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Georgia has moved into the red zone. He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run this one in. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. An inside give now from the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Try and muscle for the first down. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the single back takes the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And this one is right through.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
First and goal here for the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice game.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Punt over the middle. It's Coleman. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Wideout's now clustered. Back to throw. It's Raiola. The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. The Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And there's the handoff. And he's brought down at about the 3-yard line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Baker. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Manning. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Roberts. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he fields it inside the 15. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And you know, In a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, he was keeping them out of the end zone.
And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're
touchdown, Missouri. This offense cannot be stopped. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble now. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores. It's fourth down. You've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Manning. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, how'd you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks.
It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Missouri, 38. Georgia, 28.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught behind the line. It's Manning. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a 1st down.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's 2nd down. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect it.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. 1st down here for this offense. Handoff running right. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes a quick catch. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. There we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And now the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry up.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to...
And the junior gets home making a sack there. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Drops back in the gun. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
4th down, looking to throw for it. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They bring him down after a short gain there. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Back to pass. It's Wyola. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Missouri. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Now they get set to kick it away.
Georgia, 28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of this quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in.
But they put a lot of points on the board, Kirk. The offense really clicking today, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, you got to understand that this defense has certainly played better, but they played one of the most talented offenses, in my opinion, in the entire country. Obviously, there's plenty to improve on, but you also have to acknowledge that the offense was just really good.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.